Hey everybody, I just figured I'd give you a quick rundown of some of the stuff I got today that we're going to start building. My son and I are going to start building a model railroad together. And I just wanted to give you guys a little insight into some cheaper materials maybe that you could buy. You don't necessarily have to go to the hobby shop for everything. So I stopped at my local Dollar Tree today. Well, I stopped at a couple local Dollar Trees today. But I picked a few things up. And I just wanted to show you guys what I got. So, first up, Scotch tape. I mean, might seem simple, but Scotch tape has many uses when it comes to building a model railroad or a diorama of any sort. I got a couple different kinds of tape. Each one, they were $1 a piece, you know, no big deal. Picked up some craft sticks, picked up a bunch of these. I figure I can cut these into shapes, maybe use them for rooftops, maybe use them for fences, you know, give them a wash. And, you know, they could be, you know, they have potential. Let's just put it that way. $1 a piece on those, I got 2. Got some of these moss stones. Am I going to use them? I don't know, but, you know, for $1, I picked them up. They might come in handy, you know, sometime. You know, just some regular white glue. Not good for every application, but, you know, there's definitely going to be times when, you know, running white glue will be a perfectly acceptable option. You know, like I say, got this all at the dollar store. It's $1 a piece, you know, my local Dollar Tree. Got some isopropyl alcohol. We're going to need that for many things. Mainly applying like scenic glue, kind of wet the area so it'll seep in more evenly. I got 3 of those, $1 a piece again. Picked up some Crafter these are thimbles, you know, cheap little rubber thimbles. They're pink, I don't care. It's $1. Amazingly, I picked up this bag of sand. It's pretty hefty bag of sand. It's 3/4 of a pound. I'm sure this will have some applications, maybe a beach somewhere if we do a water diorama. But, you know, it was there. It was $1. I said, screw it. I'm grabbing it. Some jute twine. Plan on using this. Probably make some hay bales. Definitely, you know, make certain grass applications out of this. Just cut it with a hobby knife. Again, $1 a piece for those packages, so I got 6 rolls of twine for $2. Hobby knives. This is a must-have in any diorama building kit. Now, these are cheap. They were $1. It's not X-Acto knives. So I bought 3 of them, you know, in case they break. If they're pieces of shit, you know, eventually maybe I'll go out and buy a nicer one. But, you know, to get started, for $1, you get yourself an X-Acto knife with 6 blades. I mean, you can't beat that. Another thing, I mean, you know, I don't have a lot of tools per se for doing stuff at home. So, not really much need for a level. But I did pick this level up for $1. This will help when, you know, you build my bench work, laying track, etc. You know, that'll definitely come in handy. Got some rulers. I mean, you gotta have rulers. I plan to get some scale rulers, which will tell me like the feet, you know, in the scale that I'm using, rather than trying to convert it with a calculator or in my head. Ha. So we got a ruler, little thing of crazy glue, because you can never have enough glue when you're building a diorama. I got some strainers, 2 different size with 2 different size, mesh screens in them. These I will use for sifting dirt, so I can get some, you know, because the more real dirt you use, the more realistic your diorama is going to look, you know. So glue down some real dirt, and I'll use this to sift out, you know, whatever grain size I'd like out of the dirt. I've got I got it's an embossing stylus, but I figure I can use this as an uncoupling tool or decoupling tool, whatever you want to call it. Plus, it's got these little balls on the end that you can see, and those will help me to like put, you know, subtle grooves and things, and without having to cut it, you know, like styrofoam, etc. I got these. They're 11.75 inch by 7.75 inch cork mats. Not very thick, you know. There's 3 of them there. I got these for $1 a piece, you know. What am I going to use them for? Heck if I know, but we're going to use them for something, I'm sure, you know. And for $1, hell, you can't go wrong. Little putty knife. This was $1. Dollar store $1. Gotta love the dollar store. We got some little cheaper eyedroppers, you know, for glue application, whatever, when we're getting into them smaller areas underneath the trees, trying to lay some foliage, you know, whatever. These will definitely come in handy. Glue application, isopropyl alcohol application, just a bunch of good stuff. Masking tape, you know, we're going to be painting a lot of stuff. I'm going to want to mask it off, you know, some painter's tape, masking tape. I got 2 rolls of this, $1 a piece. Can't go wrong with that. Let's see here. Hot glue. Again, can never have enough glue when it comes to building a diorama. I got 3 of these, $1 a piece, Dollar Tree. Gotta love it. A glue and residue eraser. I mean, we're working with dioramas. I don't know how often I'll get to use this, considering it's, you know, a lot of that stuff's real fragile and brittle. But I got it just in case. I'm sure it'll have its applications. Keep it around, you know. I'll get some Goo Gone too here, so I can, you know, try to keep a nice clean surface. We got some wire brushes. Wire brushes come in handy when it comes to, you know, roughing up surfaces, or to help with glue application. So I'm really hoping, you know, these will last a while. I'm not sure what kind of metals there are there, but looks like we got 3 different kinds. Doesn't say anything on the back. But I figure, you know, 3 for $1. You know, this dollar thing is real nice. Pop dot adhesives. These are self-adhesive little squares. They're real foamy. I figure maybe I could, you know, airbrush these like a nice gray color, concrete color. Use them as pavers, or like, you know, steps coming out the back of a house, something. You know I could cut these myself, but shit, for $1 and I get 528 of them. Well, why not? Let's see here. Some cheap paintbrushes. You know, I don't expect them to last long because they were $1. But again, you know, I mean, it's stuff, you know, and it's good to have some disposable stuff in case, you know, you're doing something that you just know you're never going to be able to get the brushes clean, whatever. You know, you could use one of these cheaper brushes and just, you know, go to town and boom, that was $1. Believe it or not, they have some fairly cheap acrylic paints there. Now, I don't know if I'll ever use this. I mean, I've got to, you know, we'll do some tests with it, see how, I mean, cheap paint, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll see where she goes. You know, I got, this is a deep brown. You can see that, deep brown. I also got a red color. This is a red oxide. You know, figure I could use this maybe for some rusting, weathering. You know, and these are Acryology premium acrylic paint. Again, $1. I got some tacky glue, because back to you can never have enough glue, you know, and different glues have different applications. Got this tacky glue, 3 ounces, $1. I grabbed a couple sanding blocks, 2 different grits here. These are just, you know, this is the only type that they had there. I believe one is like 2,000, or not, excuse me. One's like 500 grit, and then the other one's 1,000 grit. So one a little rougher, one a little smoother, depending on the application. There's just cheap little plastic bottles. They come 3 in a package. Got these $1, you know, for 3. Let's see what else we got here. Grabbed a roller cutter. These are nice for, you know, getting nice straight lines. Just put it down, give a nice little, they're real nice and sharp on the ends. And they make replacement blades. I plan on getting a little bit more expensive one here before too long, but, you know, again, it was $1. Come on, focus. Here we go. So, for $1, I mean, you can't go wrong. And then I found, also at the dollar store, Mod Podge. Now, I see a lot of modelers use Mod Podge. Unfortunately, most modelers use a matte finish Mod Podge for scenery and etc. I figure this little bit of gloss, if I ever do decide to do a water, like a part of a water scenery or whatever, the gloss, I might have an application for that. This is a 2 ounce. I thought it was a 4. It's a 2 ounce. But still, again, $1 at my dollar store. We got a ton of bamboo. There's 100 bamboo skewers here. I mean, countless applications for wooden sticks and modeling. These obviously could be used as signposts. Depending on the application, maybe like a little walking bridge where you don't need something too thick, you know. But again, you know, it's practically just a little wooden dowel. And talking about wooden dowels, we found some actual wooden dowels. There's 10 each in these. And again, $1 for 20 wooden dowels. These are a little bit thicker than the barbecue skewers. So I could use them maybe for light poles, etc. One thing you can never have enough of in real life, in modeling, don't matter, cotton swabs. So we got 200 count cotton swabs. Guess what, guys? That was $1. Now I know, as a man, having some pantyhose, well, what's a guy going to use some pantyhose for? Well, this works as a great dirt applicator. You put this over the end of a cup or something with some dirt in it, tip it upside down, you got yourself a nice, even coating of dirt for when you're gluing your scenery down. You know, I'll probably cut this in a ton of strips, ton of pieces, and hell, I could probably use this 100 times, 200 times. And as far as dollar store items go, I think that's it for what I got today, just to help kind of maybe kickstart the hobby a little bit. A few good finds I found today. A glue gun. Now, I'm probably going to get a different one, a nicer one, probably a more low temperature one. I'm not going to use this with styrofoam at the beginning. But, you know, a glue gun will have its applications. I don't care it's pink. It was $3.99. That's cheap, boys. And I like cheap. Grab some woodland scenery today. So there's some coarse turf, light green. You can see the price on there, $10.99. So fairly reasonably priced at my local hobby shop. I got some static grass. We got the 2mm light green, $4.99. We got the 7mm medium green, $4.99. We got the 4mm light green. Guess what? $4.99. Not too expensive. Shout out to Who's Hobby. The guy in there, he's awesome. Really nice. Definitely the kind of guy you want to talk to if you're trying to get into this hobby. This Woodland Scenics flowers, it's just colored foam. Obviously, I'm going to try to make some flowers out of this. One way I've seen, really cool, make some grass tufts with your static grass. and then you just apply a light layer of glue on the ends and turn them upside down, dip them in there, boom, you got homemade flowers. They look great. Another thing, oh, I got this at the dollar store. Good for keeping notes. You know, you gotta write down what you need, what you're missing, what your plans are for the future. If you're on a budget, you can keep your budget in here, etc. You know, definitely, you know, I know it doesn't necessarily pertain straight to modeling or whatever, but you know, this book will be used for our railroad and our railroad only. So I already have pens, we don't need those. Another quick little thing, super cheap, just something to keep a few things in, kind of keep a few things organized. $1 toolbox, also at the dollar store. Almost forgot about that. So we grabbed some Mod Podge at my local Hobby Lobby. It says $8.99 on there, but we had 40% off coupons, so I got 2 of these. One, my mom bought one, and I bought one. My matte finish, so we use the shit out of this. This will be used for scenic glue. Obviously, regular, just concentrated glue. This thing has tons of applications, obviously. And again, comes back to you can never have too much glue. Just don't leave it out so it dries out. Spray adhesive. I'm going to try a different couple brands of spray adhesive. This one was $9.99. No, $7.99, excuse me. I can't read, apparently. But it's just, you know, Hobby Lobby, $7.99. I'll try a few different ones, but if this works, it works, you know. So that's not too bad. And then last but not least, I got myself just some gray Krylon paint and primer. Have no idea if I'll ever actually use this. But I picked it up because they had a sale on it. I know it says $5.99, but I think they had like a 30% off sticker on the thing. So, and there we go. That's everything I bought today. I figured I'd just give you guys a quick rundown so you can kind of see, like, a lot of people are, you know, you don't have to go to a hobby shop to get some of this stuff. Now, yeah, some of it's a little bit cheaper quality. But I mean, crazy glue for $1, white glue for $1. Isopropyl alcohol is isopropyl alcohol. It doesn't matter. A ruler's a ruler. You know, a wooden dowel is pretty much a wooden dowel, depending on what wood it's made out of. Masking tape is masking tape. I mean, you can go on. But for $1, you really can't go wrong for most of these products, you know. So just keep in mind, almost everything you see there cost me $1 a piece. Except for that glue gun there. But otherwise, you know, just let you know, this hobby doesn't have to be expensive. If you just think it through, shop around, you can find good deals. And, well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.